Dear students, today onwards we start 5th 20% syllabus. The lesson number 13, hydrocarbons. So we have already completed 2 organic lessons, lesson number 11 as well as 12, and this is preparation properties and uses of hydrocarbons. So we already studied the definition of an organic compound. An organic compound is a hydrocarbon or the derivative of hydrocarbon. So the compounds, hydrocarbons, are made up of carbon and hydrogen. The organic compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen are called as hydrocarbons, and in our day-to-day life we use many hydrocarbons. We take crude oil, petroleum or crude oil, so which is a hydrocarbon, a mixture of hydrocarbons called crude oil. We get LPG, petrol, diesel, coal tar. So all these are obtained from the petroleum or crude oil. So it is a mixture of hydrocarbon. Next, we take the fruit mango, which contains hydrocarbon cyclohexane. Then you take cockroaches, which secretes a hydrocarbon called undecane. So this hydrocarbon is attracting the opposite gender of its species. Okay. So in our day-to-day life we use many hydrocarbons. So in this lesson we are going to study classification, nomenclature, isomerism, preparation properties and uses of hydrocarbons. So what is the major application of hydrocarbon? First, it is used as a fuel. Mostly hydrocarbons are used as fuels. Example, LPG, petrol, diesel and so on. So if we take liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, it is a mixture of propane and butane. Then hydrocarbons are used as a solvents. In industries, we use hydrocarbons as solvents. First, classification of hydrocarbon. It is classified into 2 major categories. One is aliphatic, another one is aromatic. So the word aliphatic is obtained from Greek language. In Greek language, aliph means fat. So the major source for aliphatic hydrocarbons is oils and fats. So that we call this as aliphatic hydrocarbons. And aroma means odor. The word aromatic is obtained from the word aroma, meaning is fragrance or odor. So these compounds are obtained by chemical treatment of pleasant smelling plants. And aliphatic compounds are again classified into 2 types. Cyclic compound and open chain compound. Cyclic. So open chain compound. And both cyclic and open chain compounds are of 3 types: alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. So if you take alkanes, it is a saturated hydrocarbon. In alkanes, we take ethane. It is a saturated compound because around the carbon 4 covalent bonds present. This carbon also only 4 covalent bonds present. So this is a saturated hydrocarbon. And alkenes is an unsaturated compound. At least one double bond will be present between the carbon atoms. Example, ethene or ethylene. If you take alkynes, it is also an unsaturated hydrocarbon. At least one triple bond will be there. Okay. So acetylene or ethyne is the example. And the aromatic hydrocarbon are benzene and its derivatives. Okay. Aromatic hydrocarbons is nothing but the simplest member benzene and its derivatives. Okay. So this is the classification of hydrocarbon. So first we are going to discuss about the alkanes. So in open chain compound or aliphatic compounds, first we are going to discuss preparation properties, uses, isomerism and nomenclature of alkanes. The general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. So as you studied in lower classes, the general formula for an alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Now N represents number of carbon atoms. If you substitute number 1, you will get CH4. So this is the first member of alkane. So alkane is an open chain type of aliphatic compound. This is general formula CnH2n plus 2. Substitute 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get members of alkane. So the homologous series is alkane. Okay, substitute number 1. The first member will be methane. Substitute number 2. You will get the second member CH3, CH3. This is ethane. Substitute number 3. CH3, CH2, CH3. Third member propane. So using this general formula, we can write the members of homologous series alkane. So the names are methane, ethane, propane, butane and so on. The name is given based on how much carbon atoms present in the alkane. So in the general formula CnH2n plus 2, N represents number of carbon atoms. And as I told you, this is a homologous series. The members of alkane is constituting a homologous series. And for any homologous series, the difference between any two successive member will be what? CH2 unit or 14 AMU. So as we studied already, you take any two successive members in a homologous series, the difference will be CH2 unit. Methane and ethane are differed by CH2 unit the same way. Ethane and propane is differed by a CH2 unit. Okay. So when we move from first member onwards, CH2 unit is increasing. We can say 14 AMU mass is increasing from top to bottom in a homologous series. Next one, nomenclature of alkanes. So UPOC nomenclature of alkane is going to be discussed. We take many examples. First one, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. So for this alkane, we are going to write UPOC name. So according to the rules of UPOC, first we have to select the longest chain. For writing a UPOC name for an organic compound, the first thing is selection of longest chain. Okay. This is the longest chain. So what is the root word? 5 carbon atoms present. So the root word is pent. Okay. And we don't have any other functional group, so we write it as pentane. But there is a branch. Okay, we have a methyl group. So the branch should be named as a prefix. So the prefix will be methyl at second position. So this is 2-methyl pentane. So in lesson number 11, we have already completed how to write the UPOC name for organic compounds. For all type of organic compounds, for all functional groups, we have already completed. So in this unit, we can move little bit fast. So when you take any organic compound, the first thing is you have to select the longest chain. After that, find is there any branches or not. Now in the compound, we have a branch or a substituent. Let us methyl. So methyl is the prefix, right? The name of the substituent or branch is the prefix. Then we will write the root word. Okay. So methyl pentane is the name. We have to mention the question of substituent, so we can give the number. Right to left, we will give the number because the substituent will get the least number. If you are giving the numbers in this way, methyl group is attached with the fourth carbon. So this is not the correct way of giving numbers. Always the substituent attached carbon should get a least number. Okay. So right to left number is given. Methyl is attached in the second position, not fourth position. So this is 2-methyl pentane. First example. We take second example. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. So this is also an alkane with two branches or two substituents. Okay. We have two methyl groups, so we select the longest chain. We can give number from left to right as well as right to left because methyl group is attached in the second position. So we have totally 5 carbon atoms in the longest chain. So root word is pent. Since it is a saturated compound, we write as such. We know the formula for writing UPOC name. First we have to mention the prefix, then root word, then we will write primary suffix, then we will write secondary suffix. So this is the formula to write UPOC name. First we will mention name of the substituents as prefix, then root word. Primary suffix represents whether it is a saturated compound or unsaturated compound. If it is a saturated compound means primary suffix will be AME. If it is an alkene means primary suffix will be EME. If it is an alkyne, primary suffix will be YME. Then secondary suffix is nothing but which mentions functional group. So this is the basic UPOC formula to write a name. So all these we already completed. So for this alkane, we write the prefix name of the substituents. So we have two methyl groups. So this is dimethyl. Name of the substituent is methyl. Two methyl groups present. So this is dimethyl. They are attached with the second and the fourth carbon. So 2,4 dimethyl. 5 carbon atoms in the longest chain. So root word is pent. Only single bond exists between the carbon atoms. So it is a saturated one. We use primary suffix AME. We don't have functional group, so we no need to add secondary suffix. Okay. So what is the UPOC formula? Prefix plus root word plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix. Prefix is mentioned, name of the substituents along with their position. Then root word pent, primary suffix ane because it is a saturated hydrocarbon. It does not have any functional group, so we no need to add any secondary suffix. This is the EPOC name of second compound. Take third example. CH3CH2, CH3CH3, CH2CH3. So as usual we select the longest chain. We can give number from left to right as well as right to left because substituents are attached to the third carbon. So the prefix will be dimethyl. So two methyl groups attached to the third carbon. So 3,3 dimethyl. 5 carbon atoms in the longest chain. A root word pent. Only single bond exists between the carbon atoms. It is a saturated one. Primary suffix ane. There is no functional group, so secondary suffix will not be added. So the EPOC name of this third compound is 3,3 dimethyl pentane. Then example number 4. Take fourth example. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. So we can select the longest chain. Select the longest chain. Now we will give number from left to right or right to left. So when you give number like this, 3 ethyl, 2 methyl. Okay. So what is the first possibility? You can write the EPOC name according to first possibility. At third position we have ethyl group. 3 ethyl, 2 methyl. So prefix, name of the substituents along with the position is mentioned. 3 ethyl, 2 methyl. 5 carbon atoms present in the longest chain. So root word pent. Only single bond exists between the carbon atoms. So primary suffix ane. This is first possibility. What is the second possibility of writing EPOC name? Number is given from right to left. So 3 ethyl, 4 methyl pentane. So there are two possibilities in writing EPOC name. Which will be the correct one? This will be the correct one because always a substituent should have the least number. Okay, the substituent attached with the carbon should have the least number. So this will be the correct one. 3 ethyl, 2 methyl pentane, and this will be the wrong name. Okay. So in one more questions, both options will be there. You have to select the correct option. Then example number 5. CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3, CH, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is an alkene, a saturated compound. We don't have any double bond as well as triple bond. This is a saturated hydrocarbon. First we have to select the longest chain. So when you select this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbon atoms. When you select this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbon atoms. Okay. You select this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbon atoms. So either this or this can be selected. So both are having the same number of carbon atoms with the 3 branches. Okay, when you select this one, 3 branches will be there. When you select this one, 1, 2, 3, 3 branches will be there. Okay. So we select this as the longest chain containing 8 carbon atoms. Okay. How will you give the number? Left to right or right to left? So when you give number from left to right, the substituents are attached with the third, fourth and the fifth carbon atoms. So at third position we have ethyl, fourth position and fifth position we have propyl. Okay. So we have propyl group CH3, CH2, CH2. 2 propyl groups present. Okay. At fourth and fifth position. The longest chain has 8 carbon atoms. So root word oct is a saturated hydrocarbon. So octane. This is first possibility. When you give number from left to right, the name will be 3-ethyl 4,5 dipropyl octane. And what is the another possibility? You can give number from right to left. The name will be 6-ethyl 4,5 dipropyl octane. This is another possibility, but this is a wrong method. Ethyl has number 6, so this is a wrong one. Okay. So substituent attached to the carbon should have a least number. So 3-ethyl 4,5 dipropyl octane is the correct name. Example number 6. CH3, CH, CH2, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. So select the longest chain. Okay. Which will be the longest chain now? This will be the longest chain, having 5 carbon atoms. Don't select this one. Only 4 carbon atoms will be there. So this is the longest chain. Okay. And how will you give a number? You have to start from this position. Because methyl group is attached with the second carbon. So this is the way of giving number. So in the longest chain, 5 carbon atoms present. At the second position and the third position, we have the methyl groups. So we have 2 methyl groups, dimethyl, and their positions are 2 and 3. So 2, 3 dimethyl, 5 carbon atoms present in the longest chain. Root word pent, the saturated hydrocarbon. So primary suffix AME, 2, 3 dimethyl pentane. The next example. CH3, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Okay, for the saturated hydrocarbon, we have to write the name. First, we have to select the longest chain. Okay. This will be the longest chain. can give number from left to right as well as right to left. So when you give number from right to left, what will be the prefix? We have ethyl at fourth position. We have two methyl groups at second and seventh position. 2,7 dimethyl. In the longest chain, totally 8 carbon atoms present. So root word art. This is saturated hydrocarbon. So primary suffix AND. So 4-ethyl 2,7 dimethyl octane. Why we have to mention ethyl first, then methyl? While writing the substituents according to UPOC rule, alphabetical order should be followed. So ethyl starts with letter E, methyl starts with letter M. So don't write 2,7 dimethyl 4-ethyl. We have to follow the alphabetical order so that ethyl comes first, then the substituent methyl is written. Okay, 4-ethyl 2,7 dimethyl octane. This is the correct name. If you give number from left to right, the name will be a wrong name. Because at fifth position, ethyl. At fifth position, ethyl. 2 and 7, methyl will be there. When you give number from left to right, the ethyl will be in the fifth position, so this is the wrong name. So we have completed 7 examples. When the structure is given, you can easily write the UPOC name. Okay. So using the formula for any structure, we can write UPOC name. If the name is given, how will you write the structure? Take 3-ethyl 2,3 dimethyl pentane. So this is a UPOC name for an organic compound. For this UPOC name, how will you draw the structure? Okay. First step. Using the root word, draw the skeletal structure. Root word is pent. So 5 carbon atoms will be in the structure. To draw 5 carbon atoms. This is the first step. Root word is pent. Using that, we first draw the skeletal structure using the carbon atoms. Second step. The substituents will be mentioned. Using the primary suffix, it is a saturated compound, only single bond present. Root word is used to mention number of carbon atoms. Primary suffix is used to mention the covalent bond, whether it is a single bond or a double bond or a triple bond. We have mentioned a single bond. The second step is we have to mention the substituents. Okay. So we have ethyl at third position. We take third carbon, first, second, third, fourth and fifth. In the third carbon we have an ethyl group, so CH2, CH3, and we have methyl groups at the second and third position. Okay. At second position we have a methyl group, and in the third position we have a methyl group. So first step, we will mention the carbon atoms with the bond, covalent bond. Second step, we will mention the substituents. Okay. Using the prefix in the name, we will mention the substituents. At third position, we have ethyl. At second and third position, we have methyl groups. Second step over. Third step, we have to balance this using the hydrogen atoms. Okay. Balance the structure using hydrogen atoms. Already one bond is there. So remaining we need 3 covalent bonds to balance. Around the carbon there should be 4 covalent bonds because carbon has valency 4. So one covalent bond is already present between the carbon atoms. To balance that, we add 3 hydrogen atoms. So here already 3 covalent bonds present. To balance, we add 1 hydrogen. And already 4 covalent bonds present here. We no need to change anything here. In the 4th carbon, only 2 covalent bonds present. To balance that, we add 2 hydrogen atoms. Here only 1 covalent bond is present. We add 3 hydrogen atoms. So this is 3rd step. For the UPOC name, 3-ethyl 2,3-dimethyl pentane. This is the structure. Okay. Using structure, we can write UPOC name, as well as using the UPOC name, we can draw the structure. So we have completed classification of hydrocarbons, then UPOC nomenclature of alkanes. Next, isomerism exhibited by alkanes. So there are 2 types of isomerisms, structural and the stereoisomerism. If you take alkane, it is a saturated hydrocarbon, it exhibits structural isomerism. First we take chain. So in 11th lesson we already studied different types of structural isomerism. So chain, positional, functional and so on. So the alkanes will exhibit chain isomerism. For the molecular formula C4H10, 2 compounds can be drawn. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is called what? N-butane. 4 carbon atoms and totally 10 hydrogen atoms. It is a straight chain compound. So its name is N-butane. N represents a normal chain, there is no branch. And one more possible structure is this one. This is not a straight chain, this is a branched chain. And it is 2-methyl propane. A UPOC name 2-methyl propane. At second position we have methyl group. So 2-methyl propane. This is common name N-butane. UPOC name butane. Okay. So take alkanes. The 2 compounds having the same molecular formula but different carbon skeleton. So these 2 are chain isomers. We call the property as chain isomerism. One more example is given. To take next member C5H12, 5 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. We can draw the possible chain isomers CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So this is a normal chain. Common name N-pentane, UPOC name pentane. Straight chain compound. So this is a branched chain. Okay. Totally 5 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. So this is 2-methyl butane. At second position we have a methyl group. Totally 4 carbon atoms in the longest chain. 2-methyl butane. And one more possible structure is so this is 2,2 dimethyl propane. Or neopentane is a common name. UPOC name 2,2 dimethyl propane. So all the 3 compounds are having the same molecular formula C5H12, but the structures are different. Carbon skeletons are different. So these 3 compounds are examples of chain isomers, and the property is known as chain isomerism. Okay. So in today's class we have completed classification of hydrocarbon, then UPOC nomenclature of alkanes, isomerism exhibited by alkanes. Preparation properties and uses will be discussed tomorrow. Thank you.